It was both the 2016 and the 2021 summers were exciting, big groups of people. Of course, it's Plymouth overlooking the waterfront, so it's fairly public. So we have people walking by and asking what's going. We have students who are learning archaeology by doing this process. And so they're, of course, getting to work on a really significant and meaningful site. So they're excited. And fantastic discoveries from multiple time periods. So yes, excitement on this site was always very high, and it was extremely busy in a fun way, with people coming by to see what we'd found, and representatives from the museum and the public and all the different historical organizations.
You were just saying when people think of Plymouth, when the typical everyday run-of-the-mill American thinks of Plymouth, 1620, Spencer Tracy, the Pilgrim's voyage from the old world to the new world. You have really uncovered some very interesting layers of our history that, even though it's at the waterfront of Plymouth, and it really shouldn't come as any surprise, especially to Native Americans, that they were there, it still lends a different perspective on history.
Yeah, and the surprise of it, I think, more than anything, is that we actually have something like this preserved in this area in Plymouth. So our archaeological work really documented, a lot of the development of the modern town. So we have a lot of evidence about, what happened in the 20th century and what happened in the 19th century. And a lot of that development really obliterated a lot of the archaeological and early historical record of both Wampanoag and also the English settlement in the town, the original English settlement. So the fact that we have really a preserved area of this kind of long-term Wampanoag settlement right in the center of the downtown on Coles Hill is really, it's a remarkable kind of, it was a remarkable discovery. And
so we have multiple thousand years of evidence of repeated occupation by the Wampanoag and their ancestors. And what we find from that are pieces of chipped stone and stone tools. Then we have evidence of probably a late 17th, early 18th century house on the property in the form of broken ceramic artifacts. And then we have later 19th century houses on the property that show up on historic maps. And we have, from those houses, we have, the remains of all the kinds of household trash, including remains of the animal bones from the food that they were eating, and dishes and glassware and things like that.
And we really like the idea of being able to kind of preserve some of that site and preserve the knowledge of that site as part of kind of, preserving the kind of understanding about the long-term Wampanoag settlement there.